Good morning, guys. I'm 5 minutes earlier today. Again, it's pretty cold, so I'm trying to get my glove on. 1 second. I'm gonna have to stop for a moment. All right. Good morning, Jean. Wait, I cannot tag anybody, so I see people joining in, but I don't see your name. So if you want, you can say the name. Or at least I don't see everybody's name. Good morning, Yanni. Look at this full moon. It continues to be pretty cold here. Well, it's winter. So, but supposedly tomorrow it's going to be warmish again. Cold is fine when you're walking. It's not very fine when you're sitting. So I'm not sure what to do. Maybe I'll walk while we do our practice. Good morning, Mike. We'll see. Can you hear the birds, or my earphones block that sound? Oh, you can hear them. Yeah, they're pretty loud. It's funny how there are not many people this hour. When I was here in October and then summer, right, we had 1 hour difference, so it was 8:30 here, and now it is 7:30 here, and it seems like nobody is awake yet, or maybe everybody who went to work has already, walked their dogs and everything, and then the later crowd will show up. But not complaining. Look at the ducks. They are here. All right, so let me set up. Good morning, Cindy. Oops. All right, so something like that. Good morning, Mary. Oh, maybe something like that. Wow, the tree has changed in only a couple of days, remember? It was so like bright yellow, and now it's kind of sad looking. Anyway, it's all pretty. So, and it is time for us to start. Today, we finally reach the last of the 16 Buddhist guidelines for the skillful and happy life, under the wisdom theme of how we find meaning in life. And it is courage. Because living a meaningful life does require courage. Even if we have great aspirations and stick to our deepest values and principles, we cannot really be in service to anyone without courageously showing up to our life. So, what is courage really? Deborah Adele writes, courage is not the absence of fear, but the ability to be afraid without being paralyzed. Courage is found by facing our fears. If we begin to address our fears, we need to know the difference between the fears that keep us alive and fears that keep us, from living. Very windy. I'll say it again. If we begin to address our fears, we need to know the difference between fears that keep us alive and fears that keep us from living. The first kind is instinctual and built in for survival. The second kind is fear of the unfamiliar. And the unfamiliar can become an abundant place for our exploration once we realize this fear lives only in our imagination. We can release this type of fear by making enough room for holding it with loving and kind presence. So let's explore that today. Take a comfortable position, and as always, take a few moments to notice what's going on, to acknowledge all your circumstances, starting from the external, the sounds, temperature, sensations of the world, and gradually going in and in, more inwards, noticing what's going on inside, physically, emotionally, mentally. Scan your body and allow all the physical sensations to be present, whether they're pleasant, unpleasant, or neutral. Remind yourself that you're spacious enough to hold everything in one moment, and nothing is contradictory. Keep your breath easy without trying to control it. Just let this breath flow in and out of your body, and you simply watch it. Notice how it flows. What's happening as you inhale? What's happening as you exhale? And perhaps with each breath out, you can feel yourself a little bit more grounded into the floor, whatever surface you're in, reminding yourself of this support that always exists from the ground. And all you have to do is allow yourself to lean into the support. Allow your inhale to invite natural openness, new energy, and resting in this natural openness that your easy breath offers. Bring to mind a situation that evokes fear in you. Ask yourself, what is the worst part of this situation? What am I really afraid of? While your inquiry may arouse a story, if you stay alert to the sensations, to the physical sensations that are present, the story becomes a gateway to accessing your feelings more fully. So try to not focus on the details of the storyline, but rather inquire with your body. What am I really afraid of? And let yourself sense how this fear manifests in the body, how your body responds to this question. Pay particular attention to your throat, chest, and stomach. Discover how fear expresses itself in those areas. You may even kindly invite the fear to be fully expressed. You can say, be as much as you really are, as big as you really are, knowing that right now in this container you're safe. And now as you breathe in, let the breath directly touch the place of most pain and vulnerability. Bring your full attention to the sensations of the fear in your body. And as you breathe out, sense the openness of space that holds your experience. Feel your fear as if floating and untwisting itself in this vast openness that you are creating with your breath. What does your fear actually feel like? Not the way you think about it, the way you feel it in your body. Where in your body do you feel it most strongly? Do the sensations change or move to different parts? What is their shape? Is there any color that you can associate with those sensations? Now, without getting attached to your thoughts and stories, notice how your fear gets experienced in your mind. Does your mind feel contracted or expanded? Is your mind calm now or racing and confused? With each breath in, feel your willingness to gently connect with the waves of life that are unpleasant, disturbing. Breathing out, let go, and feel how these waves of fear belong to a larger world and an ocean of openness. And yes, you can surrender your fear into this vast and tender space of healing. You don't have to constantly hold it in. Breathing in, contact the immediate sensations with a kind and clear attention. Breathing out, realize your belonging to the boundless awareness that has room for all of life's experiences, fear included. If you feel as if your fear is too much, it's too overwhelming, maybe even you're getting numb to this whole thing, or the opposite, agitated, anxious, emphasize breathing out, letting go into the openness and safety that's around you. It can also help to begin again by listening to sounds around you or opening your eyes and just go through the process once again. Remember the spaciousness of the world. Reflect with compassion on all those beings who are at this very moment also suffering from fear. You might bring to mind a person or spiritual figure or place in nature that conveys a sense of safety for you. And once you feel that you belong to a larger world again, attend to the way that fear expresses itself through your body and mind. With time and practice, you will discover an artful balancing of touching fear, contacting it, and also remembering the openness, remembering that you don't have to hold your fear within. You can let it out in the open and be held by the vast space of healing where there is room for everything. As you go through your day today, I invite you to practice being with fear as it arises anytime during the day. Using your breath, allow yourself to touch the sensations of fear in your body, in your mind. And as you exhale, let it go into the openness. This way, the energy of fear doesn't get buried and begin to fester. Instead of reinforcing a fearful self who is running from life, you become increasingly confident and feel more fully. Thank you so much for being here today. Have a beautiful day, and I will see you tomorrow.